I don't fucking know.
Like
we're back live again. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go here. I don't know what. Not now. My fucking camera works. Like, dude, I don't know what's going on with this fucking thing.
Skype is trash sometimes.
It could have to do with being in Ohio.
Well, we've had some pretty bad weather. No, you're good. I don't give a fuck. Ohio's the shit. Yeah, we're back, man. Sorry about that, guys. My shit. This program that I run this on is designed for Skype, and Skype is about to go by the way of the dinosaurs on the Squeegee Live podcast. We're about to go to something else.
Yeah,
I just got to find
that's
something.
What I was saying. Like, Jacob uses StreamYard.
Yeah, I got to do. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that, or I would already be there. But you know,
I don't know anything about it. I'm just.
Yeah, I just I'm not a huge fan of StreamYard. I like to do things a little differently, as everyone can see, and sometimes these programs don't offer you everything you like. I know we're super used to doing it this way. I'd hate to change it up, but it's gonna end up happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's gonna end up happening. I'm gonna end up switching to something else. I just got to figure out the right stuff. I see me as the one that broadcasts the show. It's going to be a little different for me because I'm on a Mac.
Yeah.
And I mean, and all these dudes are on regular PCs. So, you know what I mean? Like, as far as me running the show, program-wise, my options are like, oof.
Yeah. Yeah, well, fucking Jacob and Mark are on fucking the Fisher-Price ones. That's what Mark said.
This fucking computer costs more than your whole house. What are you talking about?
That's because I don't own a house, fucker. You fucking dick. You fucking dick. Are we live? This motherfucker.
Yeah, it's live.
I got him over there all bent up.
Yeah, that was live, dude.
Yeah.
I know.
I just fucking spit shit everywhere. That went down the wrong pipe and everything. I'm about to fucking die, Mark.
Mark sounds just like an earthquake hit it. Like all the stuff's tilted in the kitchen.
Jesus.
No, that's the old washboard. I got all kind of weird shit on the walls here.
Yeah, well, you need decorations.
Yeah, it's antique shit my wife buys,
Yeah, in the mansion that you live in, being the richest man in Windows Land.
Yeah, here we go. We spoke about this. You're not putting that over on me, 3.1.
I just got tons of Legos. That's it. In a cat tower.
Seth lives in a $3.1 million house.
Yeah, my $3.1 million home over here.
Dude, you've got an Olympic-sized swimming pool in your backyard. What in the fuck are you talking about, Mr. Modesty?
Full-size swimming pool.
It's not full-size, guys. He sent us pictures on the fucking old Voxer. Yeah. It's an Olympic. Like, you could do the summer games there, like, legitimately.
Yeah, it's in 2026. It's in Seth's back fucking yard.
Yeah. Right next to the four-lane highway, Seth's house.
Look at this.
I like how Seth keeps bringing up the. I like how Seth keeps bringing. Yeah. Yes. I like how Seth keeps bringing up how he lives. I live by a highway. So does like a lot of people. You fucking.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna say this. Seth was very excited and Christine when they bought their house, but I was excited because it would put the big money man over there in that corner.
Well, the second I showed you the picture of me buying the house, you put Bernie Sanders on my porch. So
hey, Mark, that house I was talking about before, earlier.
Yeah.
That one thing I said I did today, I took that from that dude. Just so you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I found that out today. While I was cleaning it, I took that from that guy. And it is that dude trying to buy it.
Yeah.
And that dude's a fucking
that just works
bitch.
in your benefit.
Dude, this guy's a goof, man. He's a goof.
You can't buy residential. I mean, you can try, but
listen, this
dude.
Well, what he did was he started giving these people like these outlandish bids and shit because I'm assuming he just couldn't do the work. From what I've gathered, my covert intelligence operation I did there, and I know, Mark, don't get your head all fucking swollen because I used like that. You know what I mean? You're the guy I talk to, and I don't want you to think the intelligence thing and all that.
I'm working on a list. It's going to be the best birthday ever.
Right? But you know what I'm saying? So this guy, what he did was he's like, hey, man, I'm going to I'm gonna charge these people like double and triple what the last guy was charging them, and they're gonna, you know, be like, I can't. All right, no, you know what I mean? But maybe like a week had gone by since I committed and made these appointments, and you know, went the extra mile for these people to squeeze them into my super tight schedule. You know, because like I said before, and privately, you know, I've got a lot of window jobs on that stretch of road right there. You know what I mean? Like I do on that island in particular, I do a lot. Yeah. And to have those, I mean, I'm dude like Tuesday, I did 4 houses in a row, right next to each other. 1, 2, 3, 4 houses in a row.
Nice.
And if everyone else is on the schedule, I could have done 12 houses straight in succession and not skipped a house. No bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like this guy, like, he called her back and he's like, hey, I'll do it for this now. Because what he did was maybe he got his hands on the financial particulars and seeing that these people do multiple cleanings a year and, you know, have add-on pressure washing and then gutter cleaning sometimes. And he's like, oh, shit, I just stepped on my dick. Well, guess what? Not only did you step on your dick, but I'm going to squeeze your balls, too. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm not doing them for, like, a whole bunch of money or nothing like that. You know what I mean? But it's within 25... Me and this dude that used to own the place that died... We're within $25 to $50 of each other.
Did you know
everything.
that guy? Did you know that guy?
I didn't know him, but I spoke to him on several occasions over the phone, and he was the type of dude like, "Hey man, where you at?" He's like, "This is where I'm at. Where are you at?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, that's." I said, "Well, I'm within $25 or $50." He said, "That's competitive to me." He goes, "That's cool, whatever." You know what I mean? He's an older dude and just trying to see where we was all at on shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's another guy in town, same thing. He hit me up on the phone. I gotta make Jan Sacco's shit here a little bit bigger. The problem is we got 5 people on the show, and Jacob Williams had his fucking giant, and it's in the middle. But anyways, I don't want to put it on my man's fucking forehead. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to have like a Smart Start box like yard sign on top of Jacob's. Yeah, right in the middle of his forehead.
Yard sign.
But you know, they put out the feelers. You know what I mean? So we're not like somebody's not undercutting somebody. You know, chopping somebody's legs off. You know, I wouldn't want that to happen to me. Not so much working together, but let's just keep it classy. You know what I mean? Let's get it. Let's do it for what we feel like we're all worth. You know what I mean? And if we're within $25 or $50 of each other, you know, best man wins. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I don't have every window job. Like, clearly that dude had a bunch, but this guy coming in, I don't know what this guy's thinking, man. It'll be in my vlog. The next vlog that's coming out is probably going to be a little long. Because
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I think it's probably out of his area to where he probably has to put more people on and realize that 30-year-old pricing is going to be hard to do with additional labor. Maybe, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, my pricing is not from 30 years ago, bro. Like, what are you saying?
No, but the jobs that.
I mean, what but the bids I gave these people, they told me straight up, well, you're like within $25. You're like $50 more.
Yeah.
Oh, you're 25 less.
But if he came in there like a freaking bull in a china
and
shop
and doubled them.
Yeah, that's why. That's what I'm saying.
Doubled, and one of them tripled them. Now I told her, I was like, listen, you got Pella windows with the mullions in between. If you want those cracked apart, that's going to be some cheese. I could probably see why he would charge you that much for that. I said, I'd probably be a couple $100 less because I think he's chopping your head off. I mean, because this lady doesn't have a bunch of shit in front of her window. She doesn't have goofy shit like hanging in front of the windows. It's just straight glass. I mean, and it's well maintained. I mean, so I don't know. I don't know what this guy was thinking, but good for you, buddy. You know what I mean? Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, because you got it. Well, I mean, just think about that. Say you take over a window cleaning company, or you're gonna buy them out. Your first move is to drop like fucking like, and I'm just saying, to me, like, no bullshit. 16 customers with no bullshit on new customers on the books right now because of that. Because of the price increase. Every single person except for 3 straight up said, I had a guy, and then all of a sudden this guy's wanting to charge me almost 3 times more than what I was paying before. I could see a little price increase, like $50, $75, whatever. She's like, but they're like, man, double, come on, triple, come on, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure I
What, are
didn't
you
snatch them
trying
all
to
up.
feed your family or some shit?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Right. You want to get
Well,
paid for that?
listen. I mean, I don't know. Maybe do I give the impression that don't charge enough for what I do
I don't know.
to you? All right, I'm just wondering why you said that. But I'm just saying I don't. I charge. I feel like I'm, as far as like talking to Mark and Seth, I feel like where I live, I'm charging the right amount of money. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I feel like I'm charging the right amount of
I don't
money.
even think it's that much different from me. And the most, like, if it's easy glass, like I'll charge less than.
Yeah, I charge accordingly. You know what I mean? Trust me.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be there all day, you're paying me for to be there all day. If
You
I'm
guys
if,
charge-
if I'm there 8
guys
hours, I'm
charge
most likely
for-
getting paid $800. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Nine times out of 10, I'm getting paid $800 if I'm there all day, 8 hours. Just keeping it reals. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I mean, that sounds fair to me, right
Yeah.
there. That's it.
You guys charge by like the paint,
I
square
charge
footage,
labor by the hour, and I don't get out of the truck for less than $100 an hour, and I just said that for reals. But I mean, and that price drops down. So if I'm there 30 minutes, I'm probably making $50. You know what I mean? I mean, it's you got to be reasonable about it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, the per window price, it's basically how much can you do. If James, if you're getting $30 a window and I'm getting 20, but I'm 50% faster than you, who wins? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter. Or it could go either way. You understand what I'm saying? Like people-
Mark Darnell would like to. He wants to know. He's like, I was jumped and butt fucked outside of Indiana. Should I call the police in my jurisdiction? Mark,
Definitely not.
no.
Do not call.
Don't call them in
police.
your jurisdiction. What you should do is you should call the FBI and let them know that you were butt fucked in Indiana, because that's just, I don't know, man. That sounds like a federal crime.
Yeah, no offense.
Because
but I think
you
might have
want to
been
know why
asking
it's a
for it,
federal
Mark
crime,
Darnell.
Mark Darnell? Because you are a national treasure, and if anybody defiles Mark Darnell, there are serious fucking consequences.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
sodomy
Come
can be
over to Utah. Come visit Utah.
Yeah, and James will butt fuck you.
It's been a long time.
It's
Butt fuck, man.
we're totally getting
Nah,
kicked off of
I
YouTube
don't-
for this.
We in Utah, like I'm friends with a lot of window cleaners, and so we're all kind of in the same realm as far as pricing goes,
Uh-huh.
except for there's some college kids. There's a lot of college kids in my area.
Mhm.
There's a lot of the hustlers. The
Right.
fucking hard, go get them every day, fucking hustler dudes.
Yeah.
That burnout.
They're like,
yeah.
I fucking hustle so hard. And
I
they're like,
own
"Shut
all
the fuck
Keith
up."
Calfast's books. I don't ever sleep.
Yeah, and I'm just like, whatever, dude. But it helps to have a community of guys
Yeah, man.
that all kind of, we don't have to like each other,
Right.
but if we know where everybody kind of is and what they do,
Yeah.
it helps a lot,
Right.
And then when yahoos come in and they're cheap or they're too much, and if a customer,
Right.
not all the time, customers don't always get, my customers don't get multiple bids,
Mm.
but some do, like construction, clean, stuff like that. And then they can see like, oh, these three guys are all in the same area, and this one guy came out here. Like, why is that? And if you're able to get that guy or customer to leak that information, you're able to explain to them, well, like, dude fucking sucks dick. That's why he's cheap. Or dude's charging more because fucking XXX.
Well,
like it's like
I'll be honest with
advertising.
you. I don't, I mean, when I see a new dude like in town and shit like that, it kind of pisses me off. Like there's a new company in town here. It's like, man, fuck that guy. You know what I mean? Automatically, I'm like, fuck that guy. You know what I'm saying? But what it really boils down to is like this. You're not gonna get every window cleaning job. You cannot clean every single window there is to be cleaned. At least, at least not even that. You can't even clean all the windows that people want to have cleaned. Let's put it that way. Because some people don't give a shit. You know what I mean? So, and some companies will go out and wash their own windows rather than pay you to do it. So,
Yeah.
I try not to, and I've gotten a lot better with it as I've kept doing this over the years. I've been doing this for so long now. I'm going on 18 years. We figured that out, you know, because my daughter's 20, so I'm going on 18 years. So it doesn't pay to worry about it, does it, Mark? You just got to
No.
do your own thing. You got to do your own thing.
Yeah.
You know, and if the next guy's doing this or doing that, Marcus said this 1,000 times on this podcast. What is your time worth? And if it's worth it to you, and maybe you're faster than the other dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe you're a
Exactly.
better window
Exactly.
cleaner than him. You know what I mean? Maybe I can do that house I did today by myself with no bullshit. Mark Darnell wants to know where in Utah. With no bullshit.
Provo.
Provo. For the old.
I'll
For the
find-
old. Yeah. But,
You show up in my city, I'll find you. Don't worry.
They'll sniff you out.
I will sniff
who
that
was
ass
with me?
out.
Who was with me in Branson? Seth, was it you? Did we or
Yeah.
did we? I thought. Do we all? Didn't we think we saw Mark Darnell like fucking
Well, it was
cleaning
a
windows?
rumor. We saw a video
Yeah.
of a guy cleaning train windows.
Yeah, and we thought it was Mark.
Yeah.
I couldn't go to Branson or whatever because I was afraid that TJ was gonna shit down my throat.
No, dude. Listen, man. Whatever we say, hey, whatever we were saying to each other is what we were saying to each other. So if you come, like, you know, I went there, and Seth can attest to this. I went there after talking shit on Steve-O, Luke,
Yeah.
Chris,
Yeah.
his brother, fucking everybody down there. I just went down there like, you know what I mean? Like, words is words. Now, if it was to get physical, I mean, that's something else altogether. You know what I mean? But
I
if
mean,
you were,
dude,
you know,
I saw my old boss there who hates my fucking guts, and I mean the feeling's mutual. But yeah, no, I mean that type of situation, you really got to be fucking pissed at somebody.
yeah.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
like a lot of this
For
time
sure.
is just bullshitting.
And I've mentioned on this podcast on several occasions, there's only one dude that's on site.
Yeah.
There's only one dude. I'm
Who's
not gonna
that?
say his. I'm not gonna say his name again. I'll tell you privately. I'll tell you after the show for sure. I'm not gonna keep it secret from you, but that's the only dude that's on site with me. Everyone else we've had
Yeah.
words are words. You know what I mean? We say shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you could take that word shit a little too far sometimes too. There's some things I won't say. I won't
Yeah.
talk about nobody's family. I won't do that. I won't talk about nobody's kids. I won't talk about nobody's old lady. You know what I mean? And I
I'm
won't
guilty.
fucking talk about nobody's. I won't talk about nobody's fucking money. You know what I'm saying? So, except
I
for
remember.
Mark and Seth.
I pissed you off.
yeah,
I said some things that
yeah,
fucking,
yeah.
you know, I shouldn't have.
That's all right. But you know what, dude? In your defense, you apologized. You did apologize.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, man, dude, you. I mean, it wasn't too much longer after. You're like, man, you know, you fucking pissed me off, and I kind of fucking hate your guts. But
I
I'm
always
sorry
do
about
that
what
shit.
I'm sorry about what I said. I shouldn't have took it there. You know what I
I
mean?
always do that shit, dude. I used to fucking, I was on this, Tim High.
Meth.
Fucking,
sorry.
so I was like, fuck Chris and everybody.
Tonight's gonna be night.
And fucking, I was always such a dick to Chris and all them, and then they turn out to be like the coolest motherfuckers.
Dude, Chris
Yeah.
and Alex, I mean, how many times we gotta say it on here? We're like fucking all over their wieners, but
Fucking
those
Chris.
dudes are fucking cool,
Yeah.
man. Those are cool. They're cooler than the other side of the pill, both of them. Both Chris and
Except
Alex
for-
are cool as
except
fuck, man.
Except for Chris got me to smoke a cigarette today and
Oh, did
fucking
he?
pose. It's like kind of weird.
So
It was
he got
kinda
a hold.
weird, but
He
I
got
was
a
like,
hold of the biggest poser he knows and fucking had you smoke a cigarette, huh?
He's like, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
He's
dude.
like, oh, that's a cool picture, dude. But if you could use, because he sent me the tank. You
yeah,
know?
of
So
course
he's
I
like,
got one. Yeah.
So he's like, you know, if you can pose up and smoke a cigarette, that'd be cooler, and we'll put it in an ad or something. I'm like, dude, that's fucked up. Like, I haven't smoked in 2 years, you know. I vape, and he's like,
I
he
would've-
said, "Put
hey,
the
I would've
Robo-
worn the fucking-
Robo dick down. The
I would.
Robo dick had me laughing so fucking hard, dude.
Right, I would have rolled a humongous blunt and fucking took a picture and sent it to him in the tank top. I mean, I would
Yeah,
have kept it
like I
super
should have done
duper
some
real.
coke or something.
No,
you
I don't know about all that. I'm talking about joints, guy. Like,
Like-
relax, dude. Like, what a fucking junkie, man. Whoa, bro. Chill out, dude. Like, we're talking about having a party, not that kind of party, man. James is trying to get
Jacob-
fucking freaky deaky, dude.
Jacob's over there like the Dewey Cox story. You ever seen that one? He's like,
Yeah.
I think I want to try me some of that there cocaine. I'm like, no, Jacob, you don't want this shit, man. He's like,
I
yeah,
mean, more didgeridoos, 10,000 didgeridoos.
yeah,
That was good.
that shit's
Well,
funny, man.
Yeah,
Nah, it's
I'm
just
with
funny,
you on
know?
that, Cameron. That's the way to do it. Cameron said just today, longtime customer said, looks like you have some competition. I told her I don't have competition. I just work and have my fair share, enough windows to go around. Man, that's just
Yep.
pretty much it, dude.
Yeah.
The only time another window cleaner will ever piss me off is if you deliberately try to step on my dick. Then that's a problem. If you deliberately try to like target me, like I'm going after this guy, we got a problem. You know what I mean? I've already walked up on one dude. The dude actually, it was the foreman of the dude's company that passed away.
Yeah.
I walked up on him in the subway parking lot. I'm like, yo, bro, I've told that story on here a few times too. So
I'm gonna stab you.
yeah, I'm gonna. No, I told him I was gonna break his fucking hands. You know, because I feel
I'm
like
gonna
that's the.
shit down your
Like,
throat
how are you
sideways.
gonna clean windows with your hands like this? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be, you have to duct tape them shits to your hands. You know what I mean? And walk around like this.
Yeah. That's
Edward
funny.
Squeegee hands.
Edward Squeegee hands.
Yeah, I only had one person try to jack work for me, and that was just Fish. And I like to think that I tanked them a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they sucked balls here. Like, I got pictures of fucking man lifts sunk in fucking hotel grass, you know, like
Right.
fucking shit, dude. I'm like, what? And like, they were trying to take some of my work, man.
Right.
And like, we knew each other. We kind of talked a little
Right.
bit. And then I was just fucking pissed because I don't do that shit. Like, I have a lot of window cleaner friends in my area,
Uh-huh.
and I got guys that I do this stop, they do this, I do this, and they do this, and it's
Uh-huh.
like, you know, they don't fuck with my shit, I don't fuck with their shit. And, you know, they just took a bunch of my work, so I was like, okay. So one of them was a paint store they had, and so I went and got it, and I told the guy, I said, look, you know, Fish sucks, they send college kids. He's like, yeah, but you charge more. And I said, yeah, but you're going to get a better job. It worked out. He actually took it, and then I just called every other Sherwin-Williams and made up bullshit and just said, hey, just wanted to let you know, Kevin at this store is making the switch, and some of the other guys are doing it too. Just wanted to see if you're on board. And they're like, oh, yeah. So I
Cool.
did all of them, dude.
And then you get what you
Fuck
get. You know what I mean? When you screw around, it's like, I'm not friends with, I gotta be honest, any of the window cleaners around me. Like, I don't like any of them. They probably don't like me. I'm
All right, dude,
amicable
let me
with
just come out and be clear here. I don't like none of them motherfuckers either. But we're on a podcast, and I'm trying to put out a positive vibe. I'd rather fucking fight them in the street than fucking work next to them. I want to be the
Oh,
only
yeah.
guy within 100 miles that can clean a fucking window, if you want me to be honest about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you want me to be brutally, totally honest. I mean, you know, like all
I
the
don't
PR
like them.
shit out the window. Fuck all them fucking guys. Seth, you know what I mean? I'm just
I don't
trying to
like
be
well,
diplomatic.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm saying, fuck that. Listen, I'm not going to steal your work, but,
Right.
like, I don't
Yeah.
like you, and I don't want you here, and if I see you, I'm going to flip you off, but
Oh,
other than
yeah.
that, like, if you get
Yeah.
work, like, I hate when another window cleaner's working on the street I'm working on. I'm like, this guy,
Fuck
Yeah.
this. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
with you on that, dude.
I don't like
I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
actually
like,
last summer the first time in all these years I've been cleaning windows, I actually was 2 houses, 1-2, all by myself, T-Squeege, and then this other company out of a couple of towns over, like with 4 guys, you know what I mean? And we went at it, you know what I mean? I was like, all right, you know, let's see if I still got the gusto, you know what I mean? I had a heart attack in the truck after I got done, but they came over.
Yeah.
The foreman of the job come over and he said something to me. He's like, "Man, I need to get one of those." I'm like, "Yeah, can't get one of these. This is official Squeegee Life gear only."
Yeah, not for
Yeah.
Queers.
Yeah,
Get out.
yeah. Hey, listen,
no,
bro.
dude, when I see
Only
other window
a
cleaners-
select few have skid marks. You know what I mean? There's only a select few that have skid marks, man, and that just makes
I
makes
gotta
one
ask-
dude 2
I
dudes.
gotta ask. Now, I'm not a residential guy, but if I was, and I had exactly that scenario you're talking about, like Seth said, 2 guys working on the same block, I would have yard signs in my truck, and when they went inside, I'd put my yard sign
In
on
there
their
you go.
fucking
So, dude, that's a contentious thing around here. Like, there's two guys who steal everyone's fucking yard signs.
Awesome
here.
guy
They
said.
steal everyone's shit all the time. And
Awesome
I was
guy
having
said you're
trouble.
you're based,
I
Seth.
stole 1 yard sign because I was fucking pissed because I knew this was the guy who was taking mine, and they had one in the yard, and I walked over while the customer was in the yard and fucking yanked it and threw it in my fucking truck, and I was like, "Fuck this guy."
Yeah.
There you go,
Oh,
guys.
you know what?
I
Though? Like, I don't even use the water-fed pole in front of other window cleaners. I fucking like
Based
I was at a
God,
job
Seth
and
Byers.
and I get on the ladder and I just like try to smoke them, and I'm like, same thing as TJ. I'm fucking dead by the time I hit the truck, but I'm like, I just smoked you guys.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
the ladder. Like,
yeah.
fuck this. Like, you're
Yeah.
not seeing
The dude
any of
come
my
over and
fucking-
he's like, man, he's like, you looking for a
yeah,
job?
fuck
I'm like, no, dude, I own this. I'm not looking for a job, guy.
I'll tell you what. I have a Jaguar dealership. I've put pictures of it. It's all glass. I mean, it's fucking all glass. And we water fed it. And I don't know who it is, but eventually I'm gonna run into this guy and buy him lunch because I do the job once a month, and it seems like it's before you go over a bridge to go to the island where the real exclusive homes are. And he's probably a residential guy because there isn't a time that I clean that I don't hear someone driving by yell, "Get a ladder, asshole!" Buy that fucking guy lunch already. I laugh. I stop and laugh every time I hear it.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
Like, you didn't even say
I
you could
fuck-
run work, you just like get a ladder.
I fuck
Yeah.
with guys too. So where I live on like Center Street, kind of close to that anyways. And so there's a company and they're fucking bitches. But they opened this thing, their little like warehouse, like hangout spot. And actually, I was quite kind of pissed off because I got a call from, you know how places are always changing managers and stupid shit.
Right.
I do this commercial building, and I've been dealing with the like lady for 3 or 4 years now, and this random lady calls me for a bid, and she's like yada yada yada, and I'm like, oh, we already have you on file as a customer. Here's what it costs, you know.
Yeah.
And then she went and got another one because I never went to meet her or anything like that. I mean, kind of my bad, but I just thought we're already, there. I know the one above.
She was new working there.
Yeah, she was like
Yeah.
the assistant to the lady that I dealt with.
Yeah.
So I said, oh, I know Lisa or whatever her name was, and fucking yada yada. And then she got a bid from another guy, and it was like, oh, he was more personable, so we went with him. I was like, what's more personable than fucking a 4-year relationship of fucking
Yeah.
cleaning your windows, dude?
Yeah.
Anyways, they were laddering the whole thing, and it's really easy to water fed. And so me and my brother were doing because we do like a street of just jobs down this road. And so we see them, and we're just like, pussies! Don't slip, bitch! They're right across from the police station. We like pull out, fucking go over there, drive over there. We're like, what's up, bitches? They're like, fucking, oh. I'm like, yeah, what are you gonna put a ladder for them, pussy?
I
Guys
like
get so
Mr.
worked up over
yeah.
how the job is done.
right,
Like,
Mr.
waterfall, pussy.
Mr. Awesome Guy says he covers his RODI with a tarp whenever he sees someone on the same block cleaning glass. I
I don't want
still
nobody to
see
fuck
people
this.
only using ladders like, huh? What'd you say, Seth?
I said I never let anyone see any of my shit. Like, if I see another window cleaner, I don't use the water fed system in my truck. I don't want to have the conversation. I don't want you to see how I do things. Like, just do
Well,
it.
listen, I'll be straight up honest with you. Some guy, a window cleaner, rolled up on me and asked me, he's like, what's that thing in the back of your truck there? I was like, I spray for spiders. And then he just kept it moving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
no
He just
nobody.
kept it moving. I mean, this fucking goofball didn't see the giant Tucker cartridge on the side of it. He was like, what a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? But,
It's a Mark Tanner fuck machine.
yeah. I just, I mean, they could do whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? Like, I had some dude, like, he's like, hey, man, can you get me a part list for that? I'm like, no. No.
I can get you.
He's like, why not? I was like, man, that's custom made, man, in Florida. He's like, what's the guy's phone number? I was like, I don't know that guy's phone number. I don't even know him.
custom made, custom paid, custom.
I
Fit.
found it on Craigslist.
Yes. Yes.
Fucking Craigslist.
But
I
dead
bought it
ass,
from
that's
a
what I be like. I
crackhead.
spray for spiders, man. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
found it on markslist.org.
Mark's
Right.
list.
Mark's list dot fuck off.
Yeah, my banker, like the cashier at the bank asked me today a whole bunch of questions, and I was just
Yeah.
like, "You in college?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, fuck you."
You want to start window cleaning? I thought about it.
Dude, I just-
Dude, I tell the story. I always love this one. I was banking with Bank Atlantic at the time, and I pull into the drive-through, and the teller goes to me, "I see you make a lot of deposits in the ATM," and I'm like, "Yeah," and she's like, "You really shouldn't do that," and I'm like, "What's
Thank
the
you,
difference?"
Luke.
You know? And she goes,
Yeah.
"Well, why don't you just come in?" And I go, "I don't like people." And she's like, "What?" I go, "I'm honest. I don't like people." I go, "You sit in there smiling at me like we're friends. You don't even fucking know me." I go, "That's your job, is to be nice to me." I go, "But I just rather just put it in the ATM." So she goes, "Well, I see that you don't take advantage of our small business line of credit." And I go, "Well, I've been in business a long time. Very fortunate. I don't need a line of credit." I said, "But thanks anyway, right?"
Yeah.
So she goes, "Hang on a minute." And she gets like a salesperson or a manager or some shit. And that lady comes over with a fucking envelope and puts it, I'm right at the window, you know, and she puts it in the thing, and I take it out, and it's a pamphlet about their small business line of credit. And I look at it, and she's just looking at me. She goes, "Can I set an appointment for you to come in?" I go, "I don't make these decisions. My wife does. She runs the office." And she goes, "Well, could we call her? Could I have a phone number?" And I go, "You know what?" I reach up on the stainless sill, and I put my hand across it, and it's fucking black. And I go like this. And I go, "I see you don't take advantage of my window cleaning services." I go,
Yeah.
"You know, after 20 years of putting money in your bank, you think you could at least even put me on a vendor list?" And she goes, yeah, she goes, "We don't really have a budget for window cleaning." And I go, "And I don't have a budget for your line of credit either."
Yeah,
Fucking people.
that's what I'm saying. Suck a dick.
Right.
I
I'll
do.
get
Hey,
out and put my wiener on the window.
all right, Wash Boy, I get that all the time, man. Like
Mushroom
competitors calling me wanting fucking estimates. Like, dude,
Yeah.
how fucking dumb are you, man? Get a fucking life, guy.
The worst is when they ghost you.
Every time,
They, like,
everything,
take
every time I
somebody-
get one of those, I'm like, "Yo, just tell me how many windows you got and what you want done." And they'd be like, he's like, "Yada yada yada." I'm like, "Yeah, it'd be $1,000." And they call back the next year, and I tell them the same thing. "Oh, it'd be about $1,000." It's like, you know, and I could tell he was
Dude.
getting annoyed with me. I'm just like, it's $1,000. Like,
I just hate dishonesty. Like, dude, I have a building that we've cleaned for a long time, and so the building manager goes to me, "Hey, we want to take a price on
oh,
the
this
parking
guy's.
garage."
Are you smoking on a douche flute, bro? This guy's smoking the electric dick. Oh
Robo
man.
Chris calls it the Robo Dick.
Robo
Yeah.
dick, dude. No
Robo.
way. I just caught that. Wow, that's the worst thing I've ever seen you do in my life. You probably run around smelling like patchouli and fucking cotton candy, you fucking goofball.
Fucking
And dick.
Fucking wintergreen and fucking spearmint, motherfucker.
Jacob just got too horny. He had to turn his camera
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
I was fixing my headphones.
Yeah, okay. Jacob had to do the fucking
made-
give himself the old
Chris
slow
smoked a
jam there.
cigarette today.
Ooh.
I
But go
felt
ahead,
like I
Mark.
was
I'm
gonna
sorry,
pass
bro.
out, bro.
What were you
But-
saying, Mark? My
So
bad.
this building manager calls me and he goes, "We want a price on pressure cleaning the parking."
Fuck all that. Let's talk something else.
And I go, "Listen," I go, do you have the blueprints of the parking garage just so I could see the square foot? I know it's 8 floors, you know, that way I don't have to go measure the parking garage." He's like, "Hang on," and he's digging through this paperwork, and he goes, "Yeah, it's, 85,000 square feet, whatever it was." And I go, "Okay, I'll send you a price out." So I sent him a price of like $8,500, okay, and then he goes, "Could you make it like 9,000?" And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, and this is the manager. This ain't even a chief engineer, right? And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll bump it up, okay, whatever." So I change the price to $9,000, and then like 2 weeks later, I go by there, and I'm like, "Dude, did they make a decision about the parking garage?" And then the chief engineer looks at me with this weird face, and I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "Go look in the parking garage. There's a brand new Northern Tool pressure cleaning trailer there, right?" And I go, "Y'all buy your own?" And he goes, "Yeah, that's why they wanted the price." And I go, then why don't you just be honest with me and say you
Yeah.
want my letterhead? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you wanted, I said, shit, I would have got you a better machine than that. I go, you spent $9,000 and you bought Northern Tool shit. I go, for
Right.
10, I could have got you a real machine, you know?
Right.
But, you
I
know,
don't-
because it's a building.
I just don't
I would
understand
like-
the dishonesty part is what I don't get. You know what I mean? It's like, why you
Yeah.
gotta be fucking dishonest about it?
Just call me
If
up
you
and say, give me
yeah.
a $10,500 price to pressure
I
clean
mean,
the part.
have I sent a competitor to a church twice? Yes, I have. Twice.
You
Twice.
guys are ruthless, man. I've never done that shit.
No,
Oh, yeah.
me neither, dude.
It's funny. It's funny.
I gotta try that.
Yeah. Well, you
I
have to
do
piss me off to make me do that, but I've done it.
I do some sub work for other guys in my area. Like, I
I
mean,
don't
I'm
do
cool
that.
with some of them, you know.
I
But
don't do
like, I
sub
had
work.
a guy.
I'm never a
Yeah.
sub. I'm always the main. I'm main. I'm the
I-
man. I ain't fucking subbing shit. The only thing I'm subbing is a motherfucking sandwich. You dig? That's it. Submarine sandwich. That is it. Maybe
I only
fucking
do
maybe
it-
maybe
I
the
only
the
do
hunt
it
for
if
Red
I get
October
paid
sometimes. You know what I mean, on
what I
TV or
want.
whatever. You know what I mean? That's the only subbing I'm doing. You know what I mean? That's it, bro.
You're subbing down
When-
on the stick.
When I sub for other window cleaners, they basically just give me the job. What happened? Oh, they just give me the
he
job.
said what happened?
So
You
there's
just
no-
give me the
there's no-
job.
Just
no
give me the.
splitting. But it's always funny when I'm done because they're always like, "Wow, you did that fast,"
Mhm.
and I'm like, "Well, yeah, I clean fucking windows for a living,"
Right.
and they do the same thing. But I'm wondering, like, did they fucking fall on their heads? Like, I don't fucking know, you know. But well, I had a guy recently that he came off as a homeowner because he asked me questions, and then when I was done, he was like, "That only took an hour and a half." I'm like, "Well, we work in teams of two," you know. Then it was like, that was a lot of money, and I'm like,
I hate when people say that. You didn't
I'm like,
care when I
oh.
gave you the price. Why do you care how fast it took me to do
Dude,
it? I mean,
that's
I can
always
go-
a bummer for
Yeah.
me, dude. I had this guy today when I did this house. I gave him this quote, and he's like, "Man," he goes, "How long do you think you're gonna be here?" And I was like, "I don't know, maybe 4 hours, 5 hours." He's like, "There's no way." He's like, "You sure?" And I'm like, you know, I've done it a few times. You know what I mean? And I knocked this bitch out in like 3.5 hours. You know what I mean? I essentially
Yeah.
made
No,
like
no, I'm
fucking-
not sure. I'm just
I made
pulling
like
that
fucking
number out of
$200
my
an
ass,
hour.
dude.
If I'm just keeping it real. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
dude, these windows came so clean. Like I was actually shocked how well these windows came clean with the water fed pole today. Like I thought for sure I'm gonna have to go back and, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to touch shit
Yeah.
up. This is gonna be the worst day ever. Cause you know a first time clean's always a bitch. You know what I mean? Like you want to have it to a certain
Yeah.
standard. You know what I'm saying? And I knocked her out, man. I was so surprised how good that fucking shit turned out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah, it's
surprised.
crazy. We do a lot of first time cleans with, not all of them, but we do a lot with water fed
Uh-huh.
or just pulls.
Well, I had the
Like-
squeegee light pole stretched all the way the fuck out, like it was at its
Yeah.
limits, and I was kind of like here
Yeah, I
with
hear
it.
you.
That's how these houses are on, right on the beach, and they're actually on pylons. You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
shit's drove into
Oh,
the
yeah.
ground. You know what I mean? They're in the fucking air.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was not laddering that. I was like, I'm
Pylons.
too old to be laddering that, dude. I'm not getting
Yeah,
out that 40-foot
yeah.
ladder. I'm not doing that. It's not happening. I'm not doing
Well,
it.
I
It's
make
not happening.
I make my brother do all that shit.
Yeah,
but-
I wouldn't send anyone up there. So I just knocked him out with a water-fed pole, dude. And I got to be honest with you, when I was done, dude was a little salty at me for how quick. And I was like, well,
Yeah.
and I told him, I was like, well, if you want to go and, you know, if there's something that you don't like, just let me know and I'll fix it. I was like, you know, if you want to walk around, I'll wait. And
I want you to do it all.
yeah, he
over
went up.
again.
Yeah, he went upstairs, came downstairs. He's like, man, I really can't. I mean, he's like, it's quality. It looks good. I was like, well, I appreciate it, man. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know,
I hate
good,
that.
I
you
appreciate
pay me
it.
for my experience.
Give
You
me
don't
my
pay me
money.
for how. You know what I mean? Like if I
Yeah.
set the bar for how many hours I think, I'm like, man, this is probably gonna take me 6 hours to do this.
what
Pretty
what
easy.
you do,
You know what I
what
mean?
you do is you fucking like maybe clean like 2 or 3 coach lights
Mhm.
by the garage or whatever. Just clean those, And then at the end, when they're like fucking da 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 da, you're like, oh, and I did some coach lights. I didn't charge you for that, you know, fucking.
You know
Yeah.
what?
And then they're
You know
just
what?
like,
That screams to me. That screams to me is
Kiss ass.
No, not kiss ass. Is like when the one time that fucking coach light fucking breaks on me, I'm out the fucking cash. That's you know what I'm doing.
yeah.
I'm
No,
doing.
that's if you don't say
I'm
nothing
doing.
and you close it.
Yeah.
If it was
You
Seth,
cut your
he'd be like,
losses.
"Oh, yeah,
Like,
I
sorry,
put it in
man."
the bush and left a shitty
I
rag
didn't
in there
say
too.
fuck
Yeah.
it. I didn't say clean it good. Just squirt it with the
Well,
fucking water.
I told the dude, I was like, listen, man, I was like, if you want to, if you see something in a couple of days, or you see something later on this evening that you're not happy with, I got no problem coming back and taking care of it for you. I know this wasn't cheap. I mean, well, you know, the only thing you got is your integrity, man. And if the shit didn't turn out right and you charged him a premium price, if there's something he don't like, you got to fix it within reason. Like, you know what I mean?
That's
Like,
amazing
hey,
that
Terry.
you guys are a little bit conscious about how long something takes you, because all over online, people are making $300 and $400 an hour cleaning windows. What the fuck?
I
is
know.
I'm a
going on, right?
loser, dude. I know.
They're fucking.
Well, those
millionaires.
are the fucking guru experts. They've been doing it for like 6
that's
months.
true,
They're
Luke.
fucking. They know it all, you know.
Yeah, I
Luke
have
said
a
you're not
friend-
paying. Luke said you're not paying for his fucking. You're not paying for his time. You're paying for his experience, and that's. I mean, that's really
Yeah.
the nuts and bolts of it, really,
Well,
right?
Yeah.
TJ, you have customer factor, right?
Yeah.
I archive motherfuckers all the time with like red flags, and we opened one up because they called us,
Mm.
and the note was "cunt nugget," and that's
Yes.
all I wrote it.
Yes.
Like, you know, I was an estimator, and you did this in an hour and a half, and I go, well, I'm like, I can hang out for another half hour.
You gotta be-
Hey, hey! If you want me to sit in the truck and watch TikToks for 30 minutes, I will, dude.
I never get that. Like, is it a bad job? They're like, no, it's good. You just did it fast. I'm like, so
Yeah.
you're punishing me for being, you know,
what I do.
Efficient.
Let's
Yeah,
get
you're.
society.
Yeah, me being
Fuck.
efficient at what I do is a problem for you.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm sorry, I'm good.
But this dude, I mean, I'm not saying I humbled him or whatever, but I think he was like, man, there's no way, dude. And then he went around and looked. He's like, man, you know, the glass looks
My
good.
favorite is, it's just you. It's just you doing it.
Yeah, I get that a lot,
and
too.
I'm here. I'm
Right.
aware that it's just
Yeah.
me.
Oh,
Don't worry
there's a
about
guy
it.
right behind me.
Yeah,
Right.
I lost
His
all
name's
my
John
friends.
Cena.
I
John
have
Cena.
no friends.
Yeah.
I like when like I have one recently. I haven't done the house yet, but I'm going to. And she was a customer, and this was like when I sucked at fucking keeping all that info and like reaching out to people. And she lost my number. I changed my company name and stuff. She used several other window cleaners, and then she got into this new house, and a lot of it's French panes and shit, you know. And I mean, it wasn't like bitching or anything, but I was double what the guy that did it last time was. And then she was like, I guess if that's it, you know. And I was like, well, you know, like what, you know. And she decided she only wanted to do outside, which I love and I prefer because I
Yeah.
hate fucking French panes inside. And I said we could do the inside of like your living room space, you know. It looks out in the back. And anyways, the last guy's charged half of what I charged to do the whole damn thing, and I'm getting almost the same price to do just the outside
Yeah.
and a little bit of the inside. And you know, it's like they just fucking suck. Some dudes just fucking suck, and they overcompensate shit. They start out, you can't find them, you know, and you can't call them back. You can't find them, and it's like, well, yeah, they suck. They're gone. They're fucking moved on, whatever, because they know that they fucked up,
Yeah.
so they never come back again, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just nuts to me, dude.
How long you been cleaning windows, James?
3 months.
My bullshit.
I'm just kidding. I started in 2015. I was cleaning houses and stuff with me and my wife and my brother, like in 2014. I didn't have a license for that.
Man-made.
Yeah, I was the man-made. And fucking, which was like awesome idea that Josh said. He used to make fun of me with that shit. I was like, oh, that's a good. It's a man-made. Fuck you. No, Josh seems
Now
like
it's just
a cool guy.
I'm the wiener man.
Yes.
Fuck.
But immediately
God, these two
after,
dudes are fucking
I
whack
went
as
into-
shit.
I
Fucking
went
hey,
into-
hey, listen, James Riley and fucking this goof. What is it, Jacob? Fucking what's your last name? Williams. Fucking couple of fucking goofs. You guys fucking suck, dude. I've been waiting. This has all been a diabolical plan of mine. I've been waiting all these years to get you both on at the same time.
Fuck.
To call you both fucking nerds. Yeah! Nerds!
When you say yum yum,
As I have all these Star Wars Legos.
Yeah,
like,
right? Yeah, what
Yeah,
do
I
you-
kind of noticed there's some kind of Ewok or some shit in the background. That's whatever it is.
The fact that Mark knows it's an
That's-
Ewok
that's my
fucking
fucking
automatically.
beard.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen. The fact that Mark knows the word Ewok just says he's got no room to fucking talk.
I know. I've been trying to grow my beard out because I was
Looks
like,
good, man.
maybe I could become the new Luke.
I don't know. I'm gonna go out
No,
on
dude, you'd have to suck like minus 1,000 more dicks to be Luke.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and
I mean, you're gonna have to. Hey, if you want to be anywhere near that, bro, you're gonna have to build a time machine and stop sucking all them dicks. Like,
God.
if there was 1,000 dicks on the wall, how many would you choke on?
My
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, James, and say that the sperm count in my 55-year-old nutsack is far exceeded by what's going on in that fucking bearded fuckhole right now.
oh,
Oh god.
too
Dude.
fucking.
You guys remember when you guys had Luke on the podcast
Uh-huh.
and fucking I don't know remember if it was me or Jacob, but he brought up the whole cat shit thing. I was like fucking laughing my ass off 'cause Luke is Mr. like proper, you know.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know if I can talk about that. And I'm like fucking do it. Fucking do it. Because I was fucking with Luke. At one point I didn't like the guy.
Yeah.
And so like I did kind of cross the line. I emailed him and I thought he would know because it was like it said like Riley's fucking whatever my email was
Right.
at the time. It had my name and everything.
Riley's blowjob service.
Yeah, something like that. And I
Riley.com.
and I told him, I said, I got a job for you, you know, and he's like, okay, you know, let me address and all this jazz. And I said, I got 54 panes and they're covered in cat shit, man. And he was like, okay, we'll get on it, you know? And so he's like sending me pricing and shit. And then I finally call him. And Jacob's on the other fucking line, dude.
Are you guys
On
for real?
silent.
What a couple of fucking bone
So I
smokers,
fuck with
man.
Luke, dude. So he calls my phone,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm the guy with the cat shit windows." And he's like, this fucking James Riley. I'm like, "Yeah, it is." It was so bad, bro. I love Luke for it. I don't no shit for him. But like he was straight up, he was gonna demolish me at that moment. It's like, you're a fucking bitch. I'm gonna end your YouTube career and your window cleaning. I was kind of scared. It's like getting bitched at by my dad. Dude. He never really fully on cussed. It's just like,
He said he never fully uncussed.
yeah, like you're stupid. You're never gonna amount to shit. It was awesome, dude.
Go get a real job.
Oh,
The word of the day
that's so
is
fucking
job.
funny.
J-O-B.
He's like, he
It was
never
fucking
cursed or
awesome.
nothing. He never full on said a swear word.
But I was like scared at the time because I was like, fuck, what did I do? Luke is like this fucking, you know, online fucking media fucking dude that can fucking
Yeah.
wield the keyboard like no other.
Yeah.
Right?
You know? And you're like, fuck, he is gonna fuck me.
Well, you're the cat guy.
The cat shit
It
guy.
was just awesome, dude.
Actually,
He said it was
He went
awesome,
out
dude.
taking a bunch of people. Said we had Luke on. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sitting there with like a panicked face, like, oh god.
Yeah, Luke went fucking all the way in when he was on here that last time,
That's
dude.
great. I love
I was shocked.
Yeah.
He come in looking like fucking Charles Manson, just ready to fucking shit
Yeah,
on everybody. He was airing everybody out. I told him, we got off the podcast, I'm like, bro, all that fucking John Wick shooting you're sending me videos of, you gotta calm that shit down, dude. You're like on another level. Like, you're about 2
He
seconds
looked
from
what
living
was
in a
that
cabin.
movie? What was that movie with Tom Hanks with the volleyball?
Castaway. Yeah.
Yeah.
That motherfucker, yeah, I was so when he got on camera, I was like, bro. He's like, yeah, man, I just kind of let it grow. I'm like, yeah, dude. I mean, I think it looks killer on him, dude. You know, whatever. So
Yeah.
I wish he'd come back with and like change his red circle with the hairdo deal, and change it into some dude like fucking with glasses but with really long hair, so he'd look like the dude. You know what I mean?
What
Like,
do you mean, Ted Kaczynski?
yeah. No, the dude, man. The dude, man. The dude abides. The dude abides, man. The Big Lebowski,
yeah,
you
shit.
fucking goof.
Fucking
That's
like
what I just said, motherfucker.
I'm
That's-
talking
that's
to
funny
Seth, you
because
stupid
fucking-
fat bitch.
Jacob always calls people names and
you.
shit, but
Fuck
he
you.
honestly
Look at
looks
you,
like fucking
motherfucker.
John Goodman, dude.
No,
you, Jacob.
He looks
Hey,
like
this
he
is
looks
residential residence.
he looks like Sebastian Cabot. Big. You can't even tell the difference between them two.
Who?
I think he's got a John Goodman going on. Like he's just 2 steps away from fucking diabetes and heart disease, dude. Like,
I kind of see a little Roseanne in there.
yeah, yeah. You got a little drug addiction.
What is James Riley? Is he sitting up there talking shit? Is that what he's doing? This
That's
dude
what
has
I
got
do.
an electric penis in his mouth every 2 seconds. I mean, what are we talking about, dude? Honestly, we'll tonight, we'll be here tonight.
He's got an electric penis in his mouth. He might not suck on it until the swelling goes down.
Warped Tour 2022, motherfucker.
Yeah, baby.
My dad said if I put it in my mouth and just hum on it, it doesn't make me gay.
That was an
Oh,
awesome Luke story, though, dude. That was really good, James.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I mean, we were like fucking like a couple years ago, man. There was a lot of tension, man.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
You know
It
who
was
I miss?
all-
I miss Kevin the
all
window
through
cleaner. That dude was so easy.
I
That dude was
fucking-
easy,
I
man.
Sat back. See that fucking.
No, you didn't.
I always got butthurt about that because like I would pop off and say some stupid shit, and I don't know like Kevin that much,
Mhm.
and like all of a sudden he would pop off and say some shit similar to what I said or some shit, and then people were like, "Oh, James is fucking and Kevin are like fucking tight,
Having
you know?
sex. They're having sex together,
I'm
the
like,
both of
I
them.
don't fucking know Kevin that much.
They're rimming
bro.
each other's chili rings.
They're just cleaning 3-story Burger King.
Yeah.
The whole thing was fucking
3-story
weird,
Burger
man.
Kings. Oh my god, a 3-story Burger King. I remember that. Fuck, dude. It's just 3 windows stacked on top of each other, guy.
I remember all
That's
the good
it.
stuff, dude.
It's not fucking. Yeah.
I just look at it and I laugh. Like I remember, I don't know if it was you or Tim, but one of you guys got like
Who?
pretty TJ or Tim that got pissed off at me because I was all like, "Oh, look at Perry! It looks like he's doing a line of cocaine on the fucking table."
No,
you know?
not Perry. Perry's kid.
It looked like they both were partaking in fucking.
I just,
MDMA
I
or
thought it was
fucking
in poor
coke or
taste.
whatever
That's
the
all.
fuck.
That's all. I did say something about that. I'm not the one that brought it up, but I did tell you. I was like, well, that's kind of fucking lame. I mean, I can
That's
see.
what it
I can.
looked
Yeah,
like.
I can see shitting on Perry, but his fucking son. I mean, if you went to Kansas City, Missouri, and seen the way that fucking Tate talked to his fucking son while we were there, you guys would totally understand. Am I
What do you
right?
mean?
Like Perry was a fucking
No,
straight
yeah.
douche to his kid, man. Like he talked
Yeah.
that.
Oh, really?
He talked to his son like he was a piece of shit.
HD commenting on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
him-
that's a shame.
Huh?
I said that's a shame.
Yeah. What'd you say, Seth?
Who's spamming fucking like sex things? And
I don't know.
fucking-
I banned him twice. That's the second time I've banned him. So they must.
Yeah,
That's
I
probably-
blocked it immediately, but it was like I feel like
It's
it's
probably my friend Ben Hanks.
Ben Hanks. That'd be hilarious.
Remember that? Dude?
Yeah. The fucking guy
I
that
follow-
made a soft wash system on a fucking old lawnmower deck.
the
I love
best.
that guy, dude.
That dude was the
I love
best.
that guy.
Yeah, he was awesome.
I guess
Whatever happened to him?
I guess he's up in my state and he was sober, but I don't think he's sober anymore. But because
Sounds shocking.
I'm friends with him on Facebook, and I see his story all day long, and this was just a few days ago. So I went and looked at his profile, and it was like 3 or 4 days ago, like, I'm so horny all by myself, and then fucking like nobody ever likes or comments any of his shit. And then like
Who
he
comments
fucking
on
like
it? Yeah.
he fucking has this, the story, because I'm illiterate, dude. I'm literally illiterate. The story. So it's always like these women like, with their like their boobs or their butts, their clothes, but they always like doing shit, and it's all day long. It's all fucking day long. And I'm like, dude,
That dude is a weird fucking feller, man.
Yeah.
get some dentures, comb your and brush your hair, cut it and shit, and you might be able to get something, dude. Like, But like I always thought.
Instead, he likes to post on his
dude.
story on his Facebook. Yeah, I got lotion on my dick. I'm just sitting here smoking my shit.
Dude, what are you talking about? I don't understand. Like, you guys both gotta go.
Yes. Spit on myself.
We
Lick
come
and
back.
spit on
We
myself.
come back from summer break. Jacob Williams has kicked off the show.
Right.
That's it.
That's because
Executive
now.
decision.
That's because now that I'm on, Jacob can be his natural retarded self,
Yeah.
and so it's
You guys
coming
have
out a
taken
little-
the back flipping on the wieners to a whole nother level tonight. I'm really disappointed in Jacob, to be honest.
Yeah,
with you.
there's no doubt in my mind that the two of you have not done some form of sword fight.
Yeah, there was some sword
Dude,
fighting
he's
going
in Florida. I live in Utah. What the fuck?
Doesn't
We've
mean you
never
guys
seen
couldn't have
that.
met like at a hotel or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, video chat, holding it right at your
You guys are
car.
sending docking videos to each other.
I'm like, James,
Tried
we've been friends for a while now. Let's rub our wieners together.
Yeah. Let's be best friends. Tie the balloon knot off.
It's
I mean, he would always send me, like,
what the
He would send me. Jacob sends me shit of like him nailing his ex-girlfriends and shit, but like
don't.
Yeah.
nothing too crazy,
Yeah.
Balls and wieners. Balls and wieners. What's that from? That's from Happy Gilmore, right?
Beans
is
and
that?
Franks.
I don't remember.
Yeah, this is
No.
a terrible podcast, dude. Like, this is this is fucking
I mean,
awful. This might be the worst podcast we've ever done, dude. This is the
I'm liking
worst
it.
There's
podcast
so
ever.
much shit, dude. I love. There's so much shit, dude. Like
Zane
When I-
Emerson is letting everyone know it's called docking.
It's called docking.
yeah.
Like-
Thanks, Zane. I
Yeah,
don't know
we were
why you
concerned
know
about
that, but
bringing him
yeah.
on and what we said, and look what he's putting up there.
Dry docking.
Let's go.
Bukkake. No, just like when I started, like I pretty much started around the same time I started the window cleaning, and I was watching mostly Keith Calfest videos and Marcus. I got into
Oh,
the
yeah.
Marcus, and Marcus was really cool, and I won some stuff, and he sent them to me and whatever, high flyers and shit like that, and I talked on the phone with him a couple times, and he kind of really helped me through.
Mhm.
But then there was always this bitch in the background, and his name was Jacob, and he's like always fucking like trolling my ass. And so like one day, I don't remember how, we just called each other or something. I called him or he called me, and it's just
You called me.
been road dogs ever since, dude.
Road dogs, man. We're sitting on each other's wieners ever since, man.
Have you two guys ever physically met, or just over the phone and whatnot?
Just spiritually, Mark.
Yeah.
No, we never met. Like I said, we were gonna go to the Branson one, but TJ was gonna shit down my throat.
No,
and
that was not even true, dude. That's not even true. By that
That's
time, we were
TJ
cool.
was jacked up on turd tonics and
Turd
shit. And
tonics.
fucking, No, see, me and Jacob, man, like it's cool. We've always been talking shit about everybody, like
Right.
behind their back. Like, I'm
Dude,
just saying,
Jacob's
like,
TikTok
you
fucking
guys-
crosses. I think Jacob's gonna end up getting Jersey to beat his ass
That's what I said.
It's gonna end up happening.
That's what I'm going for.
You're gonna get.
Jersey's gonna go postal and send fucking anthrax to you in the mail.
Have you ever, like, seriously, deadass? Have you ever seen those TikToks he does? Of fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they're terrible, dude. They're so. I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck, man? I mean, I laugh at everyone, so I'm a piece of shit. But, dude, like, Jacob's like, I'm trying to make Jersey mad, I guess. I mean, is that what you're going for? You're just trying to see if he'll.
He's like, I don't know. He's just retarded, bro.
No, you know what it is? It's like, you ever seen a little kid, maybe 6, 7 years old, and he likes the girl that sits in front of him?
Yeah.
So she pulls her fucking hair.
Coming from the guy that fucking takes Frank Ray pictures and puts fucking that fucking dude in it. You got a lot of room to talk, fucking shortcake.
Yeah, but there's a difference. I sent Frank when I first did that to
Like,
Frank.
oh, I did that too.
When I first did it to Frank, and he's not even in this country. I just think he's a cool dude. And then, like, I did it like 2 or 3 times, and then I was like, maybe I should stop, you know? And then I sent him a private message.
Maybe
I'm like,
you
dude,
should just go a little deeper next time.
Yeah.
yeah. No, I go, dude, you want? I'll stop if you want. He goes, fuck no, that shit is hilarious. Just do it, man. And he takes pictures of with. He's always got an open seat at the table, so I gotta do it, you know?
Right.
Well, you heard what Frank did to Manny's intestines, right?
No.
He fucking ruptured that shit, dude. I mean, he was like fucking. Oh. I mean, Manny's
Fucking
only like 4 foot tall.
perforated
and
his
fucking
booty
Frank's
hole?
like 7, dude.
Perforated his booty hole.
That's what I heard. No.
That dude's.
Now I'm gonna-
I mean, how's it? I don't
I'm gonna
really
have
see
all
that
the Manny
dude's.
guys coming at me.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't even see that dude's ads or anything anymore. Like, I don't really see him doing too much anything on social media.
No.
No, not really. Who, Frank or Manny?
Man, Frank's all over social media.
Yeah, I'm like, Frank's everywhere. One time they did like make a meme of Frank Rave or some shit, and I don't remember what I posted some gay ass shit like, that's good, like fucking getting fucked in the butthole, that's good.
I did one where Frank was sitting there with his like legs open, and I put the back of Bernie Sanders' head between his legs. But WCR took that shit down.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
Dude, I posted a lot of shit that fucking WCR took down, dude. I posted some fucking
It was the
shit.
Antifa shit for me. The Antifa shit on his private page for me, like his own personal page, that Antifa shit. I'm like, bro, I can't do that, guy. You're like from another country. You're from another country on American soil, making money off a bunch of Americans and being a fucking commie cunt. Go fuck yourself, guy. That was it for me. Antifa, these nuts all up into your mouth. Fuck out of here, guy.
For me, it was just fucking. It was all the, when we started the Backflip Boys, he was like, "Oh, that's cool," and Windows 101 didn't have like poster boys, so we were supposed to be the original poster boys. I'm just fucking, but that shit never happened. Manny made all these deals, and he was like, "Oh,
Right.
I'm going to give you a YouTube channel, and I'm going to give you all this shit to test, and you can keep and give away and do all this shit and grow your channel."
And I'm gonna send you a black hood and a riot gun, and you're gonna go march in San Francisco and burn shit down.
Yeah.
But you gotta
No,
change
then
your hair blue, dude, and you gotta throw glittery dildos at dudes, man. Go ahead.
Then
keep
he
going.
sent me like T-bars and sleeves of like fucking 14-inch T-bars and sleeves, and I was just like, really?
Like 20 of them.
Yeah, I was like,
Really?
I
What are you
own
gonna
most
do
of
with
this
that?
shit.
Yeah.
I own most of this shit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this? What am I supposed to show people? Like, this is an ABC sleeve or whatever the fuck brand it is. The Paul X shit. Like, this is Paul X. It has a snappy.
Right,
You can
right.
put it on your T-bar.
This is that.
Yeah.
See, that whole thing for me,
T-bar.
like, I actually fell into that tool review shit there for a little while, and just like after like a few of them, I was just like, what the fuck am I doing?
It's bullshit.
You know what I mean? It just made YouTube fucking garbaggio for me. You know what I mean? Like, it was like everyone was trying to be like a big, like fucking, like
They're all
how
just
to
fucking.
dude.
They say how good it is.
Ugh.
They say how good it is, and then they're using something else behind the scene.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
like, fucking what's his bucket? And I respect him. I respect Sorbo. I
Mm.
don't like his products except for Quicksilver. That's about it.
Right.
And I know it's not a popular opinion,
Oh,
but
you mean the
I just
Superb guy that only does the only does Sorbo
no,
product videos? Is
no.
that
I'm
what you're
talking
talking about?
about Sorbo.
Oh,
No, I'm talking
I'm
about
gonna say
Sorbo. He
Louis
sent me
pretty
some
good guy.
shit. He sent me some shit. I love Lewis,
Yeah,
Louis,
Louis. Yeah, he's a
and
cool dude.
we don't talk much after the whole like Boab fucking Finasco bullshit
Fiasco.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so Sorbo sent me some shit, and I told him, I said, I gave him some pointers and things that what I thought needed to be fixed, and that I just really didn't like the products, so I wasn't gonna post any videos, and it was just kind of. A lot of people were like, you're a fucking douchebag, but it's like, I'm not going to post shit that I don't like, that I'm not going to use, that I don't want to fucking support.
Well, everybody has their preference, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I hired an employee.
The S-Arm was like the stupidest, biggest piece of shit I've ever seen in my whole life, dude.
Yeah.
And that's my opinion, but I'll tell you what, my Maker sleeve does the same shit and way better, because when those little nubs like wear out, if you don't soak your mop super wet and you're hitting a frame, it leaves a little space off the frame if you want, you can make that happen. So it just, I don't know, certain things, people are always trying to come
Well,
up
it's
with
really,
shit.
I mean, to be honest with you, it's really on all how when you fucking like wet the window to begin with, how you're scrubbing the window to begin with. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You can do that with any fucking washer sleeve. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I didn't really care for it either. I mean, I seen what he was going for, but
Yeah.
I just didn't see it. Just seemed like a gimmick to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, the little
some
flipper,
stuff-
the flippity doodah that he made, that's kind of cool.
Does it work good?
I've been using it quite a bit for like some straight pulling, like on some big shit.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of nice for that, but it's not
Yeah.
something I'm gonna have in my shit.
That shit it's always a great idea, but when you go to use it, it's, for me anyway, almost
Like,
instant
why the
disappointment
fuck
because
did I
it's
buy
just
this?
fucking flopping all over the place,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
the flickety
That's all the
doodah's
time.
cool and shit. Like if you're doing like windows like once a week and they never hardly ever get dirty, you know what I mean? But if there's any
Yeah.
kind of like bird shit or bug shit on them, I mean, let's keep it real. You know what I mean?
My-
You know what I mean? I like
my
let's just keep it real.
accelerator. My accelerator handle with the Eteray brass on it. I do that. I think everybody fucking does that.
I don't.
I mean,
don't.
maybe you don't, but a lot of people do. And I don't even use the flick pad like not 80% of the time. I just wet a window
Mhm.
and then I switch to my squeegee and fucking do my thing. Because it's hot here and a little teeny flicky pad ain't doing shit for my
Well,
window.
listen, man, it's hot everywhere. You know what I mean? It's not just
Yeah,
where you
yeah,
live. It's
yeah.
hot. The sun shines everywhere. You know what I mean? Like I said,
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of this
yeah.
shit is super gimmicky, and they've hopped on the YouTube train and they're like, boom, bang, bing, let's sell a fucking million of these to these fucking goofs. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
let's charge them a shit load of money, whatever. I seen somebody on Facebook say something about, like you should have done it this way or whatever, and dudes like, should have done it like this, and then this chick's like, no, what he did was the right thing to do. That's the proper tool for that job. And, that's the only tool for that job is what she said. And I seen that and I was like, what the fuck? I mean, it's super Eddie Stewart of me to like put a chick in check on Facebook, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to check her. I was just like saying, like, what did dudes do before there was a flickety doodah? Like, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
you
come on,
forget
man.
that some people haven't
I
been
see
around
old
as long
dudes,
as
yeah.
the flippity doodah.
Yeah, I see
So
old
they see
dudes.
that,
Yeah, they
yeah.
see that and they think that's the only tool. But I
Yeah.
see
Use
old.
a
I told her I was
backflip.
like, I see old dudes with brushes and wooden poles and brass squeegees that fucking clean
Yeah.
circles around you and your flickety fucking doodah.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah,
Exactly.
all day, all day. These old ass dudes in
Yeah.
their 60s, old ass dudes that are fucking just as quick as
Exactly.
me still. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about experience. It's not about the fucking tools. You know what I mean? Like, there's some tools that
Exactly.
make your job easier. You know what I mean? Like a water-fed pole or something like that. But if you can't clean a window to begin with, that thing ain't gonna be fucking worth the shit for you anyway. Because you don't know what you're doing.
Exactly.
You
I
gotta
love
know.
Facebook because people get on there and they go, oh, you fucking, you didn't detail this, or it's like, bitch, because I didn't need to. Or
Yeah.
they're like fucking, or they're like, oh yeah, let's see you do that with the water fed. It's like, bitch, I could take any picture of any building from like 15 fucking feet away and say I
Looks
cleaned
beautiful.
them,
Yeah.
and you would all go, oh my God,
Yeah.
wow.
Bitch is filthy. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, but like, in the videos, a lot of videos, the windows are already usually clean as fuck. They're like
Yeah.
fucking doing it, they're
Yeah.
like fucking
Especially the
And you're
TikToks and
like-
shit. Like, you don't
Yeah.
hardly ever see a dude clean a dirty window on that bitch.
No,
You know what I mean? So
they pre-clean that shit.
I don't know if
So
they
it looks all
pre-cleaned it
nice
or
and
not,
like-
but the whole fucking wet every window and scrub every single window with the scrubby pad so it looks good on camera. That is so fucking. Oh my god,
I love those
dude.
12-step
Like,
process. Wet it,
bro.
scrub it,
Like,
wipe it,
yeah, dude. What
wet
the
it,
fuck, bro?
then get the steel wool out.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, I'd have been in the next building already.
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't get it, man. Like,
I'm like, you better be getting $12 a window for that kind of shit, dude.
Like
Well,
cleaning like
that's
the
how-
sliding track window, like they pull the whole thing out and they're vacuuming. I'm like, dude, what in the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Do you make money or are you just like a fucking janitor, dude? Like, what
Yeah.
do you want? Like,
I get
Dude,
paid by the hour.
yeah, I don't.
$10.
This is
did
a
this.
premium service.
Yeah, but I did
Yeah.
this house today, man. Listen, I did this house today, and there was midges, like muffleheads, whatever you want to call them, the little water. You know what I'm talking about? Midges, muffleheads. They look Canadian soldiers. They look like mosquitoes, but they ain't. In the tracks,
fuck?
in the windowsills of this fucking house. You know what I mean? In between the screen and the window. You know what I mean? And I pulled the screens out, you know what I mean? I dusted them off, whatever, but I didn't get all deep cleany no, man, that's not what you're paying me I'm already having to clean all these fucking French pane windows, you fucking goofball. You think I'm going to do that for you too? You know what I'm saying?
it's-
No,
it's
man.
like-
If you want that done, I'll do it. I'm charging you for it, but
I
I mean,
like these guys, and I'm not bashing the screen
Yeah.
washer. I think it's a cool tool, especially if you're heavy residential with a lot of screens. But they go, I got the screen washer and I set it out, and it will attract people that are wondering
Yeah.
what it is. Then that's a sales pitch, okay? That's the best thing of it. But they're like, well, we upsell with it, meaning if they want the screen washer, they pay more per screen. And now, if I'm a consumer and you came to me and said, well, it's going to be $100 to clean your house, but for $125, which includes the windows and the screens, but for $125, I'm going to use my screen washer on your screens. I'm going to tell you, no, the screens are going to be clean. I don't fucking care how you do
Yeah.
it. I'm not. You told me you're going to clean them, but you're going
Yeah.
to pull that thing. It's fucking stupid.
yeah,
That part of it is.
Yeah, I just there's a limit to shit. Like there's only so much I'm willing to do. Now I will mention that shit. Like, listen, oh no, don't worry. Just I want the windows cleaned. You know what I mean? Or don't worry about the screens. Whatever. You know what I mean? You're paying. I mean, I'm not gonna leave a fucking big old
Dude, it's
spider
like-
web across a window or nothing like
it's
that.
like-
But I mean,
yeah.
within reason, man.
It's like an advertisement that says 10% off first cleaning, but you haven't priced it yet, so that means absolutely nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The screen cleaner. I have a screen cleaner. It
Yeah.
sits in my van. I use it like a handful of times per year.
Right.
Maybe sometimes I use it as like a fucking sales type thing
Yeah.
or something, or fucking whatever. But a lot of the times I just dust that bitch off and mop it down and fucking whack.
No, but I think
Back in, you know?
back to what I said earlier. If you're a residential guy and you put that bitch out in the front yard and lean some screens on it, maybe clean some screens, there's a better chance someone's gonna notice that and come over and talk.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I would think.
Yeah, the old ladies want to suck you down when you do that.
Yeah.
They're like fucking,
Yeah.
oh my god, what is that?
Yeah, I use it
haven't
to
seen
clean my
that.
pipe.
Yes,
sometimes screen cleaning can be
It's
more.
my big brass rod.
Yeah.
it's for my hands.
All back.
What'd you say, Seth?
I said screen cleaning is like one of the few services you give that you cannot price enough for because it takes longer than the window cleaning half the time.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't even want to clean your screens.
Yeah.
People are like, what do you do with the screens? Nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you do with the screens?
You hired
Nothing.
me to clean your windows. Now you're fucking goddamn.
I told you
sorry.
when I first learned
Remove
how
them
to
and put them back in after I
when I
clean the
first
window.
learned how to clean windows and I walked around, we didn't do much houses, but I did it extra money. And my old man's like, I'll help you clean this house. and you can make the money. And I walk around. He's like, I'll do the front of the house. I'll do the back of the house. You do the front of the house. I wash the front. He had picked up all the screens off it, and he was soaping them up with his strip washer like I always did. And then I look over, he's dipping them in their swimming pool. This cloud goes in the swimming pool.
That cost
Chlorine clean.
That's pimp shit, boy. That's pimp
funny.
shit, dude. I like, listen, I'm with Seth, man. Like, there's a limit, dude. You know what I mean? Like, if you got fucking 2 inches of fucking bug shit in the bottom of your window frame, like, I'm just gonna give it the old fucking heave ho, and then that's it. I'm not scrubbing that fucking sill back clean. I'm not digging that shit out of the cracks. I'm not doing none of that shit. That's
I'm
not
laying my
happening.
mop on it, wiping it with a rag and calling it a day. That's it.
They're
Good.
going
Yeah.
to shit in their bushes.
Now, if you
that's-
pay
yeah.
me for that super detailed work, I'm okay with that. Like, man, could you, make sure
I
that you wipe the
still
frames
hate it.
out? I still hate it, but I'll
fucking
do it
hate
if they pay me for it.
Yeah.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Because there's ways
I
to
charge
do it
an
easily.
arm and a leg
you know?
for tracks.
Right.
I charge an arm and a leg. My track pricing is like usually more expensive than the window cleaning.
Are you
Because
one of those guys that takes a screwdriver and get the mortar and stucco out of the tracks and everything? That's ridiculous.
fuck no, dude. No, what we do, I just got a shop vac. It's battery operated. We fucking, we'll go with the brush. Halfway through, the brush is like soaking anyway. So we suck up whatever we can dry, and then we just start fucking squirting the bitches, scrub them, and then suck all that dirty
Nah,
water
man.
out. And then just
I hit it. I
flush
hit it with the
Done.
water-fed pole while I'm cleaning them, and that's as good as you get. Eat a whole
Yeah.
bag of dicks. See you next Tuesday.
Well, how do you do that on the inside?
I don't do it on the inside. I do it on the outside.
That's
I don't.
what
When
we
the
try.
windows
Hey, if
close, it
it's
looks
if
great.
it's bad on the inside, if it's something that needs done from the inside, you're fucking lazy. You should have been doing that shit years ago. You fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just
Get a
kidding.
fucking maid.
If the windows closed, my sill looks great.
Yeah.
Is what
Yeah,
I-
yeah. Shut the window, because there
Yeah.
ain't no streaks on that bitch. That motherfucker looks
Yeah, that's-
good, cuz.
You can see it's nice. You know?
Yeah, baby.
Oh, even sometimes I'll pop the screen off and just clean the bottom frame of the screen. They're like, "Oh, you did a great job on the screens." I'm like, "Uh huh, yeah."
Yeah. I know where they're-
Fuck yeah, dude.
I just do like,
Fuck yeah.
screens, I'll be honest. I just give it the old, if it's got a spider web or something on it, I knock that off. If there's something
Yeah.
caught in the corner the doodad there, you know what I mean, between the double hungs, you know what I mean? There's always something in the corner there that a spider made.
Yeah.
I'll knock that out of there, but I'm not getting all freaky deaky like some of these dudes do. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, they got toothbrushes and shit. I'm like, what? What are you doing, man?
And I guess different
Well,
parts of the
that's-
country they expect different stuff, but I'm just
Well,
not.
that's because they paid for the fucking Eric
The
Bland
ultra
fucking fucking
Oh, why did you-
membership.
Why
They
did you
got
have
that
to
shit
fucking?
marketed.
Hey, listen. Don't ever invoke. You can't do that. That's like if you say it one or two more times, it's like saying Beetlejuice, dude. You can't,
Beetlejuice.
can't
like
fucking say
Eric
that
Bland.
shit. Yeah.
Eric Bland.
Ah,
Eric
dude,
Bland.
that's like Candyman, bro.
All of a sudden, Mark disappears and fucking Eric's right
Ow,
there.
that'd
fucking-
be dope, dude.
Yeah. What happened to that dude?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
From what I understand, he's doing good. He's got
He
like a
bought
fucking.
boat. He bought a boat.
Oh,
and
I
actually
thought I seen he had a
fucking got
Bentley
butt
too, right?
fucked In it. He bought a boat and got butt fucked in it. Then he bought a motorcycle and fucking got butt fucked in it. I talked to that guy a couple times on the phone. He's fucking weird, man.
Yeah, he's a strange feller, but
Motherfucker.
from what I understand, he's doing well. He's got a Bentley
Isn't
now.
he the one that
and
used to
something-
brag
somebody
about
told me that.
money?
Yeah,
Brag,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Jacob
There's
brought this
nothing
up.
I like. I
Yeah.
hate more than people bragging that shit.
He's like, check out my Rolex. I
Yeah.
fucking earned this.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eat a dick. Fucking Jacob brought this up a couple days ago, but we actually were on a podcast thing with Eric Bland a long time ago. I don't know if it's still in there somewhere, but it was the
was on
weirdest fucking
Facebook.
thing. Yeah, it was the weirdest fucking thing. I just remember he was just basically using us as his dummies, which worked out great, but fucking he was like, so what can we do to take your business to the next level? And I'm like,
Yeah, dude. You know what? The one thing I've learned. Is,
Fucking Beavis and Butthead.
the one thing I've learned in general is anyone who's out there bragging and talking that way, drives a 1972 Toyota Corolla.
No,
you
this
know
dude's
what I'm
got a
saying?
fucking Bentley from what I can't remember who told me. Somebody sent me a picture of it.
Bentley.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
hey,
on
hey,
his
look, hey,
Facebook.
Mr. Bland's got
Yeah.
a fucking
like
Bentley. I'm
Imagine
like, good for
Dragons?
you, dude. That's dope, man. He's got a Bentley. You
It is.
know,
I'm
Mark.
I'm sure his wife buys lots of nice things, but fucking, you know, like I don't know what he does, but
Hey
his
man, you
wife
keep
probably
talking about him,
killing
you're
it.
gonna get a cease and desist letter in
Yeah.
the mail.
I don't give a shit. But fucking,
He's
there's a
big
lot
time,
of fucking
bro.
weirdos, dude. Like who the fuck goes on live while we're doing the podcast? Austin Grubbs, like what a dipshit. Like that dude's like fucking.
Hey, I'm the only one that talks about the kid, okay?
He went live.
like-
He went live right now.
Oh, like at the
Earlier.
beginning.
Oh, he did. Oh.
He does it every Wednesday. Just kidding. I don't know. I'm just giving shit. But
I
was
mean,
live
I want
on
to say if he
Facebook.
does, I fucking didn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody really does.
Hey, Jerry's on. What's up, Jerry?
Jerry.
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 You know what's weird though?
What?
I have not talked to Jared Martinez in like fucking. How long's it been? Like a year or two?
I
Yeah.
talked to him like a month ago.
Yeah, you did. I didn't.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't like you.
Probably. I don't think he liked that I was so like anti-religious, and he was like, James. I was like, no.
James,
Nice.
you're named after one of the Bibles.
Yeah. He stopped talking to me when I changed my business name to Zen. He was probably like, oh fuck. It's like I lost another one. No. Jared Martinez was awesome. I wish him the best. I haven't
Yeah, he's a
talked to
pretty
him in
good
long
dude.
time.
I mean, we got to meet him at the huge convention. He was a really nice guy, man. I liked him. Yeah, he was a really nice guy. I liked him. Yeah, I like
He's
his
really-
screen cleaner. I mean, every time I have a job where the people ask for their screens to be cleaned,
Yeah.
I bust it
You
out.
rip it
But
out?
I mean, yeah. But if I go to a job, if it's not in the truck, it's not like, oh, I got to go back and get my screen cleaner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
So,
don't-
Took a crappy mop out of the truck.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't like to do it if it's like 5 or 10 screens. I feel like
Right.
it's easier for me, especially if I'm already up on a ladder. I'll just do it right there.
Well, I was like the kind of same way
Back
with the
in.
I was earlier. Mr. Awesome guy brought up that fucking he didn't he likes to cover his water fed pull machine up if there's competitors around. Like I
Yeah.
see these dudes not doing what I'm doing. I go back and I drive past and I see their fucking cart sitting out in front of the house with the hose hooked up to it, and you know what I mean. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I just backed up, flipped a switch, and walked. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
want to show my shit is better than yours.
No,
man.
I mean, no, I'm not saying that.
I
What
drive
I'm
by
saying
with
is
the fucking tailgate down.
the days of setting all that shit up to clean a window are over. You know what I mean? Like, I'm super
yeah.
fast. Like, I'm super efficient doing it the way that I'm doing.
But we can't all have special fucking made fucking carts from Mark.
yeah.
So
Nope. We
whatever,
sure
dude.
can't. We can't.
Oh, I can't.
You're either
Mine's just
fucking
a- mine's
cool or
just
you
a
ain't. You know what I mean?
tank.
You're gonna make
Batter.
the cut, James.
Mine's just a tank, a pump, and a battery. You know, no
Yeah.
remotes.
I'll tell you what, James.
I ain't got a
I'll
remote
deal.
either. I ain't got a
You
remote
send me
either.
that picture of you and Jacob dry docking, and I might consider it.
Don't give the fucking idiot any ideas.
Yeah, don't send him the picture.
I'll make it
Oh.
happen.
Mine's the
You can't
bigger
go
one.
What
Mine's the one that
fuck
doesn't have
is
turds on it.
docking, dude?
If you must. Is it smaller than a? Is it smaller than a Ford Ranger, man? Because like I put my 50-gallon skid in the back of the Ford Ranger, no problem, full of water all the time. It does.
I gotta hear
It does
what-
fine. You got to put
gotta-
it in the center. Shut up, dick face. You,
I'm trying to fucking learn what docking is.
I'm trying to learn what docking is.
Jam it over stuff and take a picture of it. So like,
Rammer jammer.
like Jacob takes his wiener and grabs his Hulk Hogan doll and puts his fucking foreskin over his head and then sends you a picture.
What's
I hang
the-
my
what's
Stretch
the-
Armstrong from it.
Oh
what's-
yeah.
I thought that that's what they call it here, like Utah. I think Jacob told me, but like there's people because it's really LDS prominent.
Mhm.
So like college kids will sit butt ass naked on a girl, and like a friend will jump on the bed. So they're not like technically fucking. They're just like, what is that called? I thought that was docking.
No, that's
Weird.
some weird ass fucking shit. You got. Wow.
Okay, I'll explain
I've
what
never,
things-
I've
you know what
never
those things
heard.
are? You know what those things are called? A bear trap that you put your fingers in.
Chinese finger trap.
Yes, you.
Yeah.
One guy, at least one guy has to have a turtleneck. Does that make sense?
That's fucking funny.
It looks like that
awesome.
Yoshi thing in Mario,
Yeah.
like Super Mario 2.
Yeah.
Shoots out
Yeah.
the egg.
It's like little.
This is the worst
Oh,
fucking
dude.
podcast ever, dude. Like all you guys have talked about for almost 2 hours is dicks, dude. Like,
Well, look, hey. So I was at my brother-in-law's.
hey, this is the window cleaning podcast. We're gonna tell dick jokes and
I
make
was at my
sexual innuendos
brother-in-law's.
about people getting butt fucked all the time.
brother-in-law's, and so I put on
Dry.
Netflix, and that new Jackass movie came out, 4.5 or something. And even I, who think it's funny, dude, it's just too much dick in that thing. There's just nothing but dick.
Mark's like,
And-
I almost passed out and my dick was so hard for so long. It's
Yeah.
been like, it's been 20 years since I've had a boner for 2 hours, man.
Dude, that movie is
Kate
funny.
wouldn't leave me alone.
my kickstand out.
Yeah.
You know what else I find hilarious, dude? Is the fucking whole like Johnny Depp Heard bullshit.
Oh my
Like-
God, dude. You know he won. He won today.
Did he?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, the jury
Fucking
ruled in
deserved
his
it.
favor. He fucking won, man. Like, and
She's
today
a
is the day
cunt.
that we'll all remember that they almost caught Jack Sparrow. You know what I mean? Like, you do. That's
Yeah.
fucking Captain Jack fucking escaped, dude. Today, mark it on
I
your
hope,
calendar.
I hope he comes out later and he's like, yeah, I beat her. I fucking, just fucking
From all
she shit on
accounts,
my
man.
bed.
Dude,
She shit on my bed,
so I
fucking
punched her.
drop kicked her head.
yeah,
Fucking
Right.
I don't know. I think
fucking cocaine and ecstasy, you know.
I think
Shit's
by
so
all
funny.
accounts, the dude's a pretty decent dude, man. You know what I mean? From like everybody that
Yeah.
testified, and even the people against him, like they didn't have really terrible shit to say about the dude, you know. So
It looks like a box that could hold cocaine.
yeah,
You
But
know
yeah,
you're-
it looks like it
You
could
know
hold
you're
some cocaine.
fucked when your ex-wife comes on, you know, like if you're like the ex-wife but the ex-ex-wife comes
Right.
on and it's like, yeah, he was a cool dude.
Right?
Like, you know.
Yeah, you're fucked at that point.
Did they show any pictures of that log? In
No,
in
that
the-
would be so
I
dope.
wish. I wish.
Then I would have watched it. If I knew that was gonna happen, I'd watched it.
I bet it
An
had glitter
unwound
on it.
French horn.
I wonder if she took
A lot of peanuts. Look at
a
that.
video body on the bed.
Probably was
like,
like
he just-
glittery and fucking smelled like roses, dude.
No.
Nah, she's a cunt. You can tell, like, from the
It was a
get-go,
hot
she was so
steamy, man.
fucking... I just loved all the random interviews they did, and they,
Ah.
like, ask him stupid questions, like, did you ever do cocaine with Marilyn Manson? He's like, yeah. Fucking,
I did.
did you give him any pills?
Yes.
He's like, yeah, lots of them. like, fucking what?
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's, you know, you try to play the guy's. I mean, it's not a secret that he likes to fucking party down and have
Yeah.
a good time, man. You know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
like Hunter S. Thompson is like was the dude's idol and shit. You know what I mean? Like, he's really close to that dude. You know what I mean? I think he kind of digs
Yeah.
him being crazy. You know what I mean? So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go crazy, do a lot of drugs, and fucking live life. You know what I mean?
That's
So.
the guy that did the
Wait.
Fear and Loathing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, they said something like he made some kind of weird fucking cannon to shoot his ashes all over the
Yeah.
fucking place.
Yeah.
I was like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool. It'd be cool to be fucking rich like him or Eric Bland and be able to make cannons that shoot dead people everywhere.
Right.
Like, fucking, you know?
Hunter S. Thompson wrote down like his average day writing, and
Uh-huh.
the amount of drugs and coffee that was involved
Yeah.
in the day was like absurd.
Yeah, I bet.
It's like I hopped
And
ether at
coffee.
12:30, started writing again at 1:15, took a cocaine break at 1:30. You're like, how did you get anything done, man?
I'm
Yeah.
not sure. I just before we
It's
get
all about
okay.
taking the right uppers and downers at the
Right.
right times, you know?
Just
before
mixing-
we take off here, guys, I want to thank what the fuck. James Riley. Sorry,
Wiener
dude.
Man.
Wiener Man.
Yeah, it's been
fucking
fun,
the
man.
guy that backflips onto dicks, James Riley, and his
Yes.
fucking butt
That's me.
buddy, fucking Jacob Williams.
That's me.
But
Yes.
thanks for coming on, bro. I'm glad. I'm glad we finally got this.
James, how long did it take? Did you do gymnastics to be able to land like that you do?
Right on his
Like-
Venus.
Oh, it's all staged, dude. We usually
it is?
just lay somebody down and then I flip, and
Uh-huh.
then they're already there, and then I sit on it. You know?
Oh,
That's fucking
Fucking
rad,
movie.
dude. But I just
You
say
know,
thanks
Mark-
everybody
Mark,
for.
you know what?
Go ahead.
Mark's a dick, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just kidding. I like Mark before this, but like it was like I was like, I don't want to come on unless Mark's on. If
Yeah,
he's
you
not
did.
on there, I
Yeah,
don't
you
wanna
did
come
say
on.
that. You did say
My
that.
only problem with Mark is his face looks like a festered butthole.
Yeah, like Uncle Fester.
okay.
And I see it. I totally get it. Like the stories just ramble on and on.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
That's the beauty of it.
shut up.
Now listen, go
I love it.
comb the cum knots out of your beard and enjoy the
You guys got to get back to the Sasquatch stories. That shit was
Yeah.
pretty, like,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
will one of these days.
that was
Hey.
pretty cool.
T, one more thing. How was birding? Did you go birding with Richie?
Yeah, I went birding with Richie. I shot a lot of video of me and Richie and his brothers birding.
Yeah.
Yep, there will be a video soon.
Cool.
What's that? Like watching birds?
Yeah, we went bird watching together. It was pretty
Oh,
gnarly,
cool.
man. All four of us went bird
There's a
watching.
birding trail here, I found out.
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly, man.
Oh.
It was a good time, man. I seen some
Shut the
warblers.
fuck
I
up,
seen some
Jacob.
orioles. I seen some
Yeah.
fucking eagles. I seen some all kinds of shit. It was dope,
Some
man.
purple-headed
Some cocks.
worms.
Yeah, purple-headed Richie's blue worm.
You
Yes.
see some
But,
red
yeah.
peckers.
If you're
fucking-
if you're a Patreon
Purple-headed
subscriber,
blue veiner.
you'll get to see that before anybody else. Mark's a fucking queer later.
Is it just me, or does Seth look like Ben Roethlisberger?